All right, so today, classic food and wine pairing, one that I thought, I honestly think Lambrusco. So you're probably thinking Riuniti. If you remember back in the days, Riuniti on ice, that's nice, right? Lambrusco has changed drastically here in the U.S. over the past 15, 20 years. Higher end Italian restaurants are starting to notice the good use of Lambrusco. But back in the day, you know, it was all about Riuniti, and it was kind of a sweet, sparkling, low alcohol red that was at the time the biggest selling Italian wine in the United States, the biggest selling wine, I think, imported wine. Anyway, being out here in California, it's all about eating burritos. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's something we do out here. It is the fast food of SoCal, NorCal for that matter as well. And every time I go to a taco shop, I'm like, damn, this place should have Lambrusco on tap. It is the perfect wine for burritos, especially at Carnitas burrito. What is Carnitas burrito? It's pork. It's slow cooked pork and all kind of amazing spices put in a burrito, and you know there's a fair amount of fat to it. It's juicy. It's just a lot of pork love, right? So what is Lambrusco all about? Lambrusco comes from Emilia Romagna in Italy. What do they eat in Emilia Romagna? A lot of good pork, a lot of good cheese, a lot of rich cheese sauces. It is the food capital of Italy, and they know how to eat and drink in Emilia Romagna. Not as popular as Milan and Florence and all those places, but in Modena and Bologna, let me tell you, they get down with some food. And so Lambrusco is a wine from Emilia Romagna. I'm gonna taste the Lini, Lini. They're 910. This is their red Lambrusco. You will notice right off the bat, it is a deep, dark red color. And yeah, that fizz is for real. See that, like that head on there? It's almost like champagne foam. But this is a deep, rich, dark red color. It smells just like fresh crushed Concord red grapes, like fresh picked red flowers, violets. An absolutely gorgeous nose. It smells like just being in a winery during the harvest, like right when they're fermenting. It's like a fresh grapes is what this smells like. But the cool thing about Lambrusco is it's very high acid, right? Because when you're dialing into something with a ton of fat, ton of like pork, slow cooked pork, there's a lot of fat in this. It's very rich. So you want something that has a good chunk of acid to it to cut the fat, right? That's the balance that's going on in your mouth. If you were to have something with a lot of fat in it, fatty food, and then have a wine that's flabby, meaning there's not a lot of acid to it, it just creates disaster mouth, which is what we're trying to avoid. But Lambrusco, oh man, this is just off dry. There's a big gang of fruit, but it has some bitter, like lightly bitter finish to it, which is the balance, right? You get that big hit of fruit, and then you've got those racy acids that are right back here in the back of my mouth, which is gonna go. Think about going and having a juicy cheeseburger, and you have like ice cold, like Coca-Cola out of the tap, where it's got that bright acid to it, and it just goes in and works with the fries and the cheeseburger. Same deal going on here, right? So let's go in. Enough of the talk. Got to put a little green sauce on it. That's all kinds of ignorant right there. Holy cow. Pork, eggs, cheese. That's a lot of love. And what better to do it with damn. That's the shit. Plain and simple. Lambrusco with Carnitas burritos. Get to know it. This is from Lini. But basically, go to the store, any good wine store, get a red Lambrusco. Also comes in white, also comes in pink. But with pork, so if you're slow roasting a butt or a shoulder or whatever, Lambrusco, red, it's not sweet. Don't expect sweet. It's not a sweet wine. But the balance, the fruit that's got going on with the acid, perfect for burrito. Highly recommend it. Get to know it. Let me know what you think.